Who is Israel Burns? Ambitious, confident, calm. Did I say ambitious?
Yes, you did.
I think I'm just a regular guy, honestly. I don't think there's many things that distinguish me in terms of where I am for an attorney, a 27-year-old attorney from Brooklyn, New York. I think the one thing that probably would distinguish me, if anything, is just that I'm a doer. I'm the kind of person that just does it. I don't waste time. I strategize, I plan, I sit down and review things analytically, but I think ultimately I'm the kind of guy who you bring on to get the job done. I think most of my clients would agree that if you want to get something done and you're interested in it and you have all the pieces to the puzzle and you reviewed it, if you call Burns Consulting in, we're going to take it to that final step. That's a great question, and there's a lot of consulting companies out there that might have different answers for that. I think I focus on three main areas. It's consulting, business consulting, management for entertainment clients, and representation. And so each of those three facets have different components to them. In terms of business consulting, we've done everything from help the formation of corporations, help corporations design different business models and plans, help businesses get licenses, liquor licenses, different types of cabaret licenses, etc. And so we sort of a jack of all trades in that respect in terms of business consulting. Management is a lot more regimented, and I think that's probably the bigger side of the business. Entertainment clients like Travis Orlando, Relly, my first clients, the world's famous Supreme Team, and now my first sports client, who I'm not allowed to talk about yet.
Okay.
And then finally the legal representation side of things. So in terms of doing small claims, employment discrimination issues, but also legal representation, contract review. That's the gambit. That's the gambit for my company. That's what I'm doing in terms of what Burns Consulting does. Another great question. I think it's the talented people working with us. My amazing public relations guy, Sebastian,
right?
Who's actually an outstanding mind, and I'm blessed to have him. I think I've been really fortunate to just gravitate and also attract amazing people, and I've grown a network of individuals and companies and organizations that believe in what I'm doing and are interested in helping me take it to the next level. I also think that people always say being younger is a fault, but I think that we have my team and also the artists and different clients I work with. We have young minds, and we're not afraid to try something new, especially with the entertainment clients. I think being able to think outside the boxes, and I'm not just in this structural term, the box, but actually any kind of program or situation. For instance, we just started a project with an individual that became a music festival in Sierra Leone, and I was on the ground level of that project and took it from basically what it was going to be, the reality show or music festival, to where it is now, where we have celebrities involved, and the project is growing and the artists are getting more experience in rehearsing, and I do feel as though we're able to move things along and really develop the projects quickly and effectively, but also uniquely, which is probably one of the best parts of being involved in this. We get to work on a lot of different projects and get to work on some really interesting matters and be the first to do a lot of them too. Yeah, that another great question. I don't think it's hard to. It's not a stretch of the imagination to understand that starting a new business is a struggle, right? I mean, financial issues. I'm basically running off of the original capital that I invested into the company, and now the company is almost about afloat. But at the beginning, the very very beginning, very difficult thing to do. I mean, you're basically running out of your own pocket. You're putting money into the company, not knowing what's going to happen. It can be scary. I think that's the most difficult part, the fear of not knowing what's going to happen day to day. Besides that, you're interacting with a lot of different individuals. One of the benefits of being an attorney is that I'm confident enough to interact with people who are smarter than me and still manage to even kill and take things with a grain of salt. So I think more than anything, the biggest challenge we faced is just trying to generate the right income for the clientele and the matters that we're working on. As you know, entertainment clients, want for everything. You know, you can have a client fly to Singapore for a concert if you book the venue and pay for the flight and the hotel and accommodations. But that's not in the budget. You know, we're starting at the bottom, so to speak, not to coin Drake's phrase. Well, I don't, that's one of those questions, right? So I always tell the story to, I speak a lot to children and kids around the city. I was born in Brooklyn. I was a troubled youth, so to speak, and I speak a lot to the youth about when I was a child, not knowing that I thought my father was actually a lawyer. My grandmother told me that he took the bar and that he had, was ready to be a lawyer. And truth was, he'd never taken the bar. He wasn't interested in taking the bar. And after starting a great relationship with him now, I found he never was interested in taking the bar. But I think she sort of inspired in me this idea that I could do it. I could become an attorney. I could pass the bar. I could achieve. And it's that ambition, that belief that you come from a legacy of greatness, or that you can create a legacy of greatness, that has always sort of driven me and pushed me to become better, and to become great, hopefully one day. Also, I think just the confidence in oneself, to know that you're destined for great things, even if your situation's right now, and many times when I was a young kid, I knew that I was in dire straits, but just I had an understanding that I would one day be somebody. I am somebody. I knew that one day I would persevere and then I'd be successful. Shopping, my first sports client around right now, so look out for that. I guess you'll find out when that happens. I guess everybody will find out when that happens. Also working with some amazing talent. Travis Orlando's EP is due to release in the next couple of weeks. Work with Eva Marie, a new artist that I'm about to sign and get her up and running. I think there's a lot of exciting things. Youthapalooza, I can disclose that, is actually up and running. Rosario Dawson has agreed to produce that show. So, there's a lot of exciting things coming up, and I think more than anything, I'm excited about not knowing every detail that's going on with the company. I think, there's so many new projects coming up and new people who want to be brought in. I'm hiring consultants to do another piece of business for me. That it's still scary, and I think that's a good thing. It should still be scary as you grow. I think because without that fear, without that nervousness going into the situation, then you're not really challenging yourself. And that's probably, and I tell my artists that too. We always try and push past our norm. We try and go past the point of comfort, because by challenging yourself, by keeping that fear, you grow. You learn how to become a better you and become a better person, and also a greater person. So can't tell you everything that's coming up, but I can tell you that it's some exciting things. Absolutely.